Good morning, it is Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up in about 5 minutes. Somewhat of a unique situation, but I am, today's Friday as of the recording. I'm headed down to Ohio where I grew up. My folks have a pool, and I have 4 young kids under the age of 7 who like to swim and enjoy the pool. And we try to get down to Ohio to see my parents, and that way they can see their grandkids. The kids can go swimming, and we can all have a good time. So the point being, I want to leave early just to beat all the traffic and all that stuff. So I have basically about an hour-ish to trade. Ideally, I'd like to be done in 30 minutes. So let's see how I can do between 30 minutes to an hour of trading and see if I can make anything happen. So that is kind of, like I said, the background context of all this. And ideally, the goal here is to show that, as traders, we really don't need that much time. So it's not like you have to stay in front of the computer for hours on end in order to make worthwhile money. So am I sitting here saying I'm going to make like $10,000? I'm not saying that. Am I going to try to make some practical money, fill up the gas tank, pay for the weekend food, pay for enough to maybe try to treat my parents to some food? Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to. Practical gain. So let's see if I can do that or not. The markets are now open. Have an order at 1755 here on NKTR. Getting pretty volatile, so we'll see what it wants to do, but quite the range on this one. So I'll let the video roll here just so I don't potentially miss the entry point. Yes, you hear typing because I am making alerts in the chat room. So there we go, getting some downwards movement. Getting 1755 first entry point. Oh, come on. Look at that. Did not give me anything. It hit 1755, but like I said, didn't give him anything. Right up here, low of 1755, no fill. And that's exactly why you don't want to nail the bottom, because if you nail the bottom, you risk what you just saw there, not getting filled. So, all right, well, an order now at 1725, and we'll see if this pullback wants to go down deeper or not. Okay, I have an order at 3501 for 500 shares, my first allotment. Quite the bloodshed right now on this one. So it's gotten down as low as 3532. Now it's bouncing back here a little bit. So we'll see what happens with it. 34.55 I adjust my order down to. Just getting that documented now because this one is such a fast mover. So if it looks like it's going to break down through 35, I'll get the video rolling. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick some up here at 35 based on how the level 2s are acting. It's looking like this could potentially, there's just a lot of buyers stepping in here. So we'll see, and there's the move upwards right there. So let's see, well, not quite as strong as the move as I was hoping. So out there for $115 there. Like I said, not quite as strong as I was watching, but let's let this play out to see how wrong I might have been. And it's looking like I was pretty wrong and getting wronger. But yeah, the tape action there, don't get me wrong, there's no such thing as a guarantee in the market, but I was watching and watching and watching, and it became pretty apparent just watching the tape, not even really looking at the chart, that it was looking like that was some sort of bottom. And so yeah, $115, and I don't know, what was that, maybe 10 seconds. And as you saw there, I was wrong. I should have held a little bit longer, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's hindsight. But the power of understanding the tape. What is the tape? The tape is this stuff all over here. I always forget, some of you are maybe new to trading. This is the tape known as level 2. So technically this is the level 2s right here. And then over here is the quote unquote the tape. And they all kind of work in conjunction with one another. But definitely, especially if you're going to day trade, one of those tools that you absolutely need to understand how to use. And I'll keep an eye on this one just so I can kind of hold myself accountable and see how wrong I actually turned out to be. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any of this in a greedy way, because I'm definitely not complaining about $115. And like I said, what was that, 5 seconds, 10 seconds? But, with the way the tape and everything was, acting, I would not be shocked at all if I was much wronger than this, but we'll see. So let's see what else I can find out there. Currently just watching OSTK float away on me. Kept waiting for a pullback, And yeah, it's not going to pull back right now, it seems. Just essentially straight up. The consolidation price, at least I alerted it to the chat room, down around the 23-25 mark. And I'm sure the breakout players are very happy right now. But as someone that was looking to play, like I said, the pullback and not a breakout, the breakout members or the breakout traders of the chat room are rejoicing right now. The pullback players are a little bit depressed, but looking like we might get a pullback here. So let's see, 23-25. That might be way too far away. I'm not quite sure. But again, context of things, it's Friday. I just made 115 bucks in like 10 seconds. So I'll be conservative. I have no problem with that. But let's see if we can get some sort of pullback here. 128.45 here on Roku, 500 shares short. Got up as high as 128.20 on that break. And now back below 128. So, all right, never mind. Okay, 1965 here. NKTR, 500 shares, trying to go short. Oh, come on. Look at that, stopping it. All right, well, again, go back and rewatch the video. Scroll back and you'll see how it literally just stopped 1 cent in front of me. And I want more of a cleaner fill than that. So I'm up at 1975 now. So we'll see if I can get filled at, I'm at 1985, excuse me. So we'll see if I can get a fill. That's a little bit cleaner. Which again, notice it's just 2 cents within. So on that note, time to go up to 1995. And this is one where I may just need to have to accept the fact that I'll have to go in the red for a little bit if I want to get filled. So, all right, we'll see if it can work its way up to 19. I'll keep it rolling here. All right, never mind, I'll pause it. All right, I got in there. I don't know if I captured that on video, but it was a very, very fast move to the upside. So out there for $50, moving my order or my next one up there to 2035. So again, 2035, next first entry point. Let's see if it can work its way up. But again, very, very jumpy mover. So I apologize for not capturing that entry point. At least I got the exit. So 2035, at least I have it documented. We'll see what happens. All right, it is 10:31 a.m. I got to get moving. I'm going to keep moving. I got to help pack up the car, help just do stuff that needs to be done when you take a road trip. So like I said, 1031, $165. Is that some sort of massive amount? Absolutely not. But I mean, let's keep things in perspective. $165 in an hour. What's the minimum wage these days? Like $7, $8, something like that. So I'm going to definitely take it. Definitely got the gas paid for. Definitely got food paid for. But with 4 kids who keep eating more and more every day, I don't know if I quite paid for the entire weekend. I'm not sure I'd go that far, but definitely at least got the gas paid for, and I'm excited for that. Although right now I should be packing the car. This is looking like a decent. So what I'm going to do here is just get short, and I'm going to keep this risk very, very small. So I'm going to put in a stop loss up there at 1961. So this could very well be a losing trade, and I'll deserve it, but looking like this thing might want to roll over some. So again, I'm in at 1951, but we'll see if this thing does indeed want to roll over. So there it goes, starting to roll over. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop down to 51 now. So now it's basically a break-even trade, slight loser. If I see 1940 on the ask, I'm going to move my stop loss down some more, try to ensure a winning trade. So I'm going to do that now. So now it's not if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? Which is a great problem to have, to not know if you're going to, or to just not know how much money I'm going to make. Like I said, it's a winning trade, just a matter of how much money do I think I'm going to make here. So if I see 1930 on the offer, I will move down my stop loss some more. But this thing needs to keep rolling over here for me. If not, like I said, I don't know how much money I'm going to make. Talk about a stressless situation. So I'm going to go ahead and just move it down some more. And if I can get 25, then I'll move it down that much further. So let's see if I can get that on the offer. Again, want to see 25. So it needs to pull back some more. See if I can get that done. Like I said, I should be packing the car, so I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive here. So again, not if I make money, but how much. Because I have no idea how far this is going to roll over. I mean, if this thing goes down to 19, that's a lot more money than what I was risking. So again, just a matter of waiting to see if I get stopped out. And at this point, not if, just how much. How much money am I going to make? And that truly is a great problem to have. I'd love to see a flush here. That'd be fantastic. Not willing to move my stop, though, until I see 1920 on the offer. Uh-oh. And I'm out there. I'm not sure how much did I actually make on that. I'm not very good at math, so let's see. 51 minus 32. And then I made, what, $5. So there you go, 95 bucks on that one real quickly. And now you can see it's returning back upwards. So very happy with that, but now I really do have to go. So I lied, an hour and 5 minutes. Now I'm up $263. So I think I got the weekend paid for right now. My kids are still young enough, but definitely have the gas paid for. Definitely have the food paid for. I don't know if I can like take my parents out to fine dining, but I don't know. We'll do like Chinese carry out or something like that. But thank you for watching real quick before I go. And I really do have to go. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That's a very easy way to communicate to me. Hey, Clay, I enjoy these videos. Please keep making them. Also, if you're interested in trading alongside me and other really quality traders, I offer a private trading group that has a live chat room, and I send out a weekly newsletter. You can just go to claytrader.com for that. And the number for that you need to ask yourself is, do I think this service can make me more than $8.25, not per day, but per week? If you think the service can help you make more than $8.25 per week, then you will get a great return on your investment. As you can see, the bar isn't very high, but like I said, just want to keep the trolls out and keep it a professional environment. And it's amazing what a little bit of a price tag can do for that. And then finally, if you're interested in learning how to trade with charts and build strategies and such that work for you and your personal risk tolerance, then I offer what's called the Trading Freedom Pathway program. And you can check that out too at claytrader.com. But again, thank you for watching. And like I said, if nothing else, just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back for the next live video. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.